welcome back, and to know more about the presence and the power of Boko Haram in Africa, we are joined over the phone by Ambassador Soad Shalaby, former Assistant Foreign Minister for African Affairs. Hello, Mrs. Soad.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Speaking about the power of Boko Haram in Africa, how is it possible to root out this movement in 6 weeks?
Well, I started since before 2009, and they have been growing during the last 6 or 6 years, and they started small, but they have they became regional because they have their affiliates in. Not only in Nigeria, but in the countries in the region, and so it is going to be very difficult because this is a radicalized group, and they have their own mentality, and they, of course, what they claim to be, that they are propagating the Prophet's teaching and jihad. It is not true. Because they are killing people, and they are kidnapping girls from schools, and they are using violence, not only to the clashes that is happening between Christians and Muslims. They are behind it in Nigeria, and the government has not been able to quell down this. Aggressive group, because they have a lot of followers, and they have the more they are the government is violent with them, the more they are using different tactics. And so they are spreading from one the states, Borno and Yobe and Kano. They have their followers in these states, in the northern states of Nigeria.
And Ambassador Soad, how do they get their strength? How they became so powerful and they were able to control large parts of Nigeria? From where this power and from where this money?
Yes, of course. As you know, Nigeria is a very rich country, and the standard of living is very high. So it is compared to the Muslims in the north, there is a big difference between those who live in the north and those who live in the south, and that is why the big diversity in population is the reason behind this. Radicalization, because they feel that they are not getting their same treatment from the government, and then when the government takes out an offensive, then they kill the innocents and the not innocent. So they started getting more and more popularity. Yeah. And in the northern part of Nigeria, the other countries that have Islamic concentration, people are of course supporting the Muslims that are being killed, and so they are getting more and more support, even from Al-Qaeda in North Africa, for instance, and they are getting also ammunition and not only they are supporting them, but they are sending them money and weapons.
Okay, Ambassador Soad, why, when they abducted hundreds of school girls, Boko Haram, when they abducted these girls, why the Abuja government failed to secure their release?
First of all, they are, as I told you, they are a very violent group, and they are armed, and they have a lot of contacts with regional regional terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda and other groups. You remember in Mali what happened? They tried to form a state, an Islamic state in the north of Mali. Now these Boko Haram, they want also to change the regime in Nigeria and to have an Islamic state also for them. And of course, the government, the more the government is isolating itself, and they have to use different tactics, of course, in order to find the girls and to release them. It is not easy. And I was reading a lot about how the fighters are using different tactics in order to avoid that the government knows where they are, and they are dispersing themselves. They are using different means and ways of
Ambassador Soad, do you believe that the government is incapable of fighting or even confronting this terrorist group Boko Haram? They are unable to control them?
Yes, of course. Of course, they have already they declared that, and they asked the United States to help, and they asked the other countries, and now Chad is involved, and they are in between the borders. They are killing people on the borders, and it is going to become a big regional fight against this terrorist group, because of course, if the government of Nigeria is unable to quell these attacks, then they have to use the help of the neighbors.
Do you believe that one day we might find that Nigeria is in the hands of Boko Haram, like what happened in Yemen with the Houthis, like when they controlled the presidential palace and they almost controlled Yemen?
I don't think so, because now Nigerian government is asking the help of other governments in Cameroon and Niger and Chad, and they are trying to involve the region and also involve other countries, friendly countries who can help them. So it is not a matter of military capability as much as it is tactics and ability to influence.
Asking the help of the other countries, that means that this country is helpless and it's very weak to confront such small groups like Boko Haram, these terrorist groups.
Well, as I told you, it's not small, it's become big, because the Nigerian military has used a lot of killing, and they have attracted other jihadists from other countries. So they want to limit these attacks by limiting